I just put my blue collar, like piece, and I make it some trees. It's the way I cross the border by the mountain and forest. That's how I came. And I make the bird to make peace all the world, like the people coming from Mexico, like they suffer, have to cross it, so I take a piece. It was a little difficult because I didn't want to come to the United States, but my mom, she went one time to Mexico and she told me if I didn't come with her to the United States, so she never gonna see me again. So that's why I follow her. So she paid the coyote to cross me, and when the first time we didn't make it, I had to be walking on the forest like from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. So all night walking. So I suffer a lot. I was thirsty, hungry, and I was 13 years old. So, and I see a lot of things that make my life like thinking more. A lot of things like people take the money from people that try to cross in. The coyote rapes women, like sometimes women they didn't want to do it, but the coyote forced them. It's not they let the girls on right in the middle of nowhere. So it's a lot of things happen when you try to cross, and especially when you 13 years old, you can do nothing, I see that when the coyote tried to do that, so I moved away from the group, and the immigration saw me, the Petro immigration, they saw me, so they picked me up and they put me in like a jail where they put the illegal people. And we was waiting for the bus to take me back to Tijuana. And when they took us to Tijuana, I met a woman, and she told me that I want to try again. And I said yes, because my mom, she was waiting for me in San Francisco. So she asked me for my mom's number, and I think to my mom and her, they got contact, and so that woman tried to pass me, and we walked only like 15 minutes. And we went to San Diego with her family, and her family buy me clothes and books. They put me like a student in an airplane from San Diego to San Francisco. So that's how I made it. So when I came to San Francisco, I didn't know English, and I was kind of scared because I don't know nobody, But I got happy when I saw my mom. So I saw my mom, and then she took me to eat. She took me to eat, and my first thing I ate here in the United States was a pizza. Yeah, and I love it. When I grew up in Mexico, I was happy because I almost make it like a player. I was like a second division in soccer. Yeah, and I had my contract. That's why I didn't want to come here, because I already was so happy over there. But, when you have your mom and tell you that, so that's why I make my decision. And then I came here, and I see everything different. Because came in the house, and the people where I was living, they was telling me about immigration. So I go out to the streets, immigration can be outside, and they can pick me up and take me back to Mexico. So I was scared to go out, because I know what I suffered, had to cross, I don't want to try again. So it took me like a month, 2 months to go out because I was scared. Yeah. Yeah, and then I went, my mom put me in a school. This was like, when I came here, it was like in June. So there was some vacation, summer vacation. So they went regular class, and they put me in a school, and I was scared. Because that time, like 90s, it was a little different. Like Latinos, they got together, they was making groups, and they try like push you to do something why you didn't want to do it. And so I feel that pressure, and so I quit school that time. So I told my mother I want to start working, so that's when I start working like on the fields and washing dishes, doing another stuff. So that's why I didn't went to school. From the time I came from Mexico, I never went back. And I got my legal paper, but I don't have nothing else to do in Mexico. So just working and working, that's what I do it. Sometimes working 16 hours, 17 hours, 19 hours. Like Toyota truck driver, and sometimes you're working too much. Yeah, and even my kids sometimes tell me that, calm down, daddy, don't work too much. But, you know, when you want to give your kids what you didn't have in Mexico when I was little, that made me more happy to give them what they wanted. I know it's too hard for me working, but I pay back when I see her smile. That I never had that because I grew up in Mexico by myself because my mother was in USA, so I had to be working from when I was little in Mexico.